those food deserts. There's, you've got.
All right. All right. I'm your host, Syron Smith. Today is Wednesday. I'm standing out here with
Benja Murphy.
Benja Murphy and the governor of Roseland, 60628.
Ishwa Thomas.
Ishwa. Hey, we out here because 37 is on duty today. Benja, tell us what you just got through telling us. Who you are, why you started this fabulous garden over here.
Well, there's the garden. The place we're at right now is 65th and Woodlawn. It's a community garden. Right now we've got we're going to be having about 120 plots. Basically, this is something that got going probably about 10 years ago or so. At different stages, there's been different people involved. I got involved with sort of coordinating it probably about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I moved to Woodlawn about 4 years ago, and it was just something that for me was a natural expression of what I like to do. Just getting my hands dirty and dealing with the earth. So.
Now, sorry, I heard you speak about the gender. The age bracket you have, seniors and young people. Can you speak about that real quick? Who you have here?
Well, we've grown a lot this year, and 2008 was really the first year we got a lot of people involved, and then this year we've got a lot more people involved. And the people that we've managed to bring into the garden and connect with, the nice thing about it is it really you've got a diverse range of ages. Some are young families, with young kids. Some are even kids in their late 20s that are interested in doing this kind of thing. And then on the other side of it, you've got 60 and 70-year-old people who, who have some experience with it, who have seen family members, doing this sort of thing since they were kids. So, a lot of the gardeners, they come and they say, I don't really know much about what I'm doing. I see this as a good thing. I'm trying to, trying to do this year. Well, how do I do this? And the nice thing is, there's always somebody that you're bumping elbows with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can say, oh, you need to watch the way your tomatoes are doing this because that means this. And,
Now, this might sound crazy, Benja, but so people actually are eating the food here, right?
Yes. We test the soil, and so we make sure that what we're doing, we're not putting lead in people's diets and that sort of thing.
Now, this is a big space, man. I've seen other gardens, and it's regular lot is 120 feet, but man, this is pretty big, man.
150 by 200, I think, is the total footprint of the garden.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Now, can people call you if they want to? I mean, what's your recruiting process? How do you? Is it is it open?
Basically, yeah. We have a number. It's 773-800-0075.
Okay.
And basically, people can just give us a ring or email us at 65thandwoodlawn@gmail.com. At this point, we still probably have about 20 or 25 plots available, and people pay $35 for the year, and that gets all of the irrigation and the tools and the bits and pieces.
Yeah, I see the tools back there. That orange piece, that's a wheelbarrow, you guys. You can't see that far. It's muddy out here, so I can't walk out there. And you just had this delivered?
This has been here for a couple of days. We had a big tractor in here this past Sunday. That's why the earth here is so torn up, because we did some leveling. We're going to build, we're building new.
But why is it still smoldering?
Basically what happened is that's in the midst of breaking down. It's in the midst of decaying, and that creates a lot of heat. And so it gets hot enough in there that it makes steam come off the top.
Now, you said your Irish roots. You've been in Africa, and just speak to our people. You saying your Irish roots made you anchor with earth. Just talk to us.
To me, I think knowledge of oneself and where you're coming from is an important part of your anchor in the world.
Yes.
And I actually just got back from a year in South Africa.
Wow.
And that basically came out of I went there the first time 10 years ago. Was there just on a mission to see the truth about what Africa really is about, rather than all the things you hear about
here on the TV and media.
Yeah. So to me, doing this kind of thing is a way of connecting with the longer history of things.
Right.
For myself, being Irish, it's, my grandparents and my ancestors and stuff all did this sort of thing.
You said rural America, using the rural parts.
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time, in the rural areas, and Ohio and Virginia and that sort of thing. Initially, my mother-in-law, who's from Zimbabwe, was one of the people who helped me to first start, expanding this area.
Excellent. Excellent.
And she was showing me how they do their beds and such in Zimbabwe in order to prevent the water runoff and that kind of stuff. And then, she was with us when my first child was born.
Excellent.
And then she went back home, and I kind of went crazy from there.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate the effort, and you guys can call Benji. You heard him give his phone number and everything, and hey, it's right here. Good happening in the neighborhood. You got anything else you want to say to our audience?
Yeah, I mean, it's good that y'all came out, and it's good to connect with people who are trying to do good things in the neighborhood. And come by and check us out sometime this summer. We're gonna have a bunch of plots where you can get free tomatoes and collards and some of that kind of stuff. So
excellent. Y'all hear free food? All right.
Yeah. That's